I've been doing some research online and have concluded that a good way for us to bond more as a couple is to bake together. Therefore, I've decided that it's a mandatory activity for this afternoon. I hope that you're willing to participate, as I've found many different recipes we can try, and I picked up the ingredients required to make them while I was out. Cookies, muffins, donuts. There is a slew of baked goods we can attempt to make. If we get started immediately, I'll estimate it will be finished in plenty of time for us to try all of them out. Alright, I'll start preheating the oven and meet you in there. Don't keep me waiting too long. I'm eager to do this with you. I know I said I only researched it, and that makes it sound a bit more clinical, but I can assure you that when I thought about baking with you, it did elicit a positive emotional reaction within me. Anyhow, I'll meet you in the kitchen. Alright, my sweetheart, let's begin baking. First, we need to decide which recipe to start with. Do you want to do the chocolate chip cookies first, or the chocolate cake? They are both among the easier recipes on the list, but also contain chocolate, which I know is a favourite of yours. So I think they would be best options to start with. We should end with brownies. They probably require the least amount of baking time out of all our recipes, at only half an hour. So if we are exhausted from all the baking we did, we only need to wait 30 minutes for our final batch to be done. Okay, let's begin with the chocolate fudge cake. This should be quite simple. We only need the ingredients we already have out, and if we work on it together, it will be done twice as efficiently. We should start by portioning everything out. I'll start pouring the dry ingredients into a mixing bowl, and you can mix the wet ones. Then we put them together and fold them into a batter. I told you this one was uncomplicated. See? It's all starting to form into a cohesive... Did you just poop in my nose? Now there's cake batter on it. Clearly you were doing that out of love, so I will not condemn the waste of perfectly good cake. Is this a common occurrence when couples bake together? Or is it merely a thing that you've done on your own? I see. Well, in that case, boop. Yes, I did it to you as well. And if I wanted to do it again, you could not stop me. I will become an unstoppable booping machine. I am become death, booper of noses. That was silly, in a good way. You always bring this sort of thing out of me, and it makes me very happy when you do. I don't get to be fun without you. I'm usually tasked with being the straight one, as they say. Like every good comedy needs a straight man, someone who grounds everyone else, gives them someone off which to bounce their jokes. That is my role within my circle of friends. But around you, I can loosen up. Now that we've put that in, we can start on the next recipe. Can you get out the chocolate chips while I mix the other ingredients? Too much? Nonsense. You can never have too many baked goods. I am, of course, joking, as I am well aware of their unhealthy properties. However, I believe that under the correct circumstances, such as those of partners spending an afternoon baking together, having too many is perfectly acceptable. It may be considered gluttony, but I consider it love. Keeping little edible souvenirs of our wonderful afternoon together. I realize that may sound odd, but I'm not very adept at this romance. Thus, my ideas of love might sound foreign to you. No, you may not try the raw cookie dough. It has raw eggs in it. And while the risk of salmonella is exceptionally low, it is still present, and I don't want you getting sick from it. I will not only feel bad because you're sick, but I will feel even worse because, due to my insistence on baking, it will have been tangentially my fault. I will be honest, I didn't foresee this problem arising. We have completed 2 recipes and the oven is full, and will not be empty again until they're ready. That is unfortunate. But it is also something we can deal with. It just may take a little longer than expected to complete all of the baking for the day. This may turn into an all-evening activity. I think the best way to maximize our time would be to prepare the next batter in advance. That way we can put it in immediately once the current batches are finished. Of course, we will be tasting everything as soon as it comes out of the oven. Otherwise, we cannot ensure its quality. And if we don't even know if what we're baking is good, then we won't know what, if anything, to change next time. Also, they're nice to eat. I've always had a sweet tooth. But of course, you know that. I rarely come home from the store without at least one street treat for myself. Yes, let us get started on the next recipe. Wow, I cannot believe how much we made. It was truly a fun experience, and a particularly delicious one as well. I think I ate too much, but it was very much worth it. And now we will have desserts available for our meals for the next fortnight at least. Thank you, darling, for spending so much time baking with me. It was quite an enjoyable activity, and I particularly liked doing it with you. If you were not there, it would not only have taken longer, but it would also not have been as fun. Yes, you are fun, and you helped very well. Your presence was invaluable. I'm grateful to be part of this relationship. I also hope that you're not too bloated from trying all the sweets we baked. I know we made a lot, even more than you were expecting, so I wouldn't blame you if you were feeling overly full afterwards. You're not? Good. That proves we made just enough. Enough for us to not want to eat dinner for another few hours, but not enough to make us feel uncomfortable. Hey, speaking of dinner, did you want to just get something tonight? I don't really feel like cooking anymore after the hours we spent at the oven. Alright, that sounds very good. I love you very much. Please qualities never change.